Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 17 of Crossbar podcast. This is Yaz.
This is Brian.
And this is AR7. News in the football world. The Golden Boy 2020 shortlist has been announced. There's 20 players on the list. I'm not going to read them all, but some of the more notable ones are Alphonso Davies, Ansu Fati, Erling Haaland, Jadon Sancho, Mason Greenwood, Phil Foden, and Vinicius Jr. Who do you guys think is deserving of this award?
Ooh, I'm going to say Davies.
I'd say Davies too.
Yeah, same.
He won the Champions League. I mean, he won the treble. That's pretty impressive for a 19-year-old.
Yeah, he won the treble and kind of established himself as arguably the top left back in the world at what was he 19, 20?
Yeah. I don't think he's 20.
I think he's 19, yeah.
18, 17, 19, yeah. I mean, Haaland is probably a close second, right? But I think just because of what he achieved, Davies achieved, and the way he did it so quickly over this year, I think he would win it.
Yeah, I agree. I would probably throw Haaland second too. Haaland made a good case for himself in the Champions League last season.
Yeah.
And then let's move on here. Liverpool confirmed that Van Dijk has an ACL injury and will undergo surgery. He will be out for 7 to 8 months. Sheesh.
Yeah.
You guys having to catch the game? I mean, we don't have to talk about the game, but more specifically, we can talk about the injury.
I saw it, and that was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure what the rules fully are in terms of I think what they went based off of is because it was offsides, then any that injury didn't fully count, or anything that happens afterwards didn't fully count because it was offsides.
Yeah.
But honestly, he should have got a red card. That was bad. Did you guys see the slide tackle? He literally went 2 feet in with his thighs and almost tried to break his leg.
Yeah, he didn't even slide. He jumped on him.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah, it was a reckless challenge. The reason why they couldn't review it is because it wasn't a play that led directly to a goal-scoring opportunity. So the ref couldn't go back to it, but the FA did announce afterwards that he will get punished for that play because it was just a really reckless challenge.
Yeah.
The thing is, Van Dijk is so big and so strong that he was able to walk it off, but if that was Phil Foden, if that was Phil Foden or Daniel James, probably would have died. Yeah, dude, no, man's walked it off like it was nothing. I thought he just tweaked, got a bruise or something, but
he tried. I think he almost tried to go back on, but it wasn't working.
Yeah. And that's why when they announced that it was an ACL tear, I was surprised. I was like, what the fuck? He walked it off like it was nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's pretty fucked. I don't know. Jordan Pickford is either you really like him or you really don't like him. There's no in between. He's a very controversial player, so I don't know.
He played well though.
Oh,
I would say he had a good game that game.
He had some good saves, yeah. And Gareth Southgate said he's gonna stand by him for the national team.
Do you think he was the best player on the pitch for that game?
Yeah, are you saying he was, or are you asking us who do we?
No, I think he was.
Oh, you think it was? Yeah, he was pretty good. He
had a really good game.
Okay, let's see. That's it for news in the football world. Let's move on to recap. We have Everton versus Liverpool was 2-2. Chelsea versus Southampton was 3-3. Man U versus Newcastle was 4-1 Man U. Man City versus Arsenal was 1-0 City. Spurs versus West Ham was 3-3. Atletico versus Celta Vigo was 2-0 Atletico Madrid. Barca versus Getafe was 1-0 Getafe. Real Madrid versus Cadiz was 1-0 Cadiz. Bayern versus, I've never even heard of this team, Bielefeld was 4-1 Bayern. Hoffenheim versus Dortmund was 1-0 Dortmund, and Juve versus Crotone was 1-1. There's a lot of ties.
Did you mention AC Milan, Inter Milan as well?
Oh yeah, that was a win by AC Milan. I think it was like a 2-1.
Yeah. We definitely have to talk about Spurs collapse. That was a big one.
That was so bad. I think it was. Oh, I think actually Spurs scored like 3 goals in 15 minutes, like first 15 minutes, and then they scored the 3 goals in the last 15 minutes.
It's funny because I got the notification on my phone from BR Football saying like Spurs is like destroying West Ham, I think it was, and then 40 minutes after it was 3-3.
Dude, I didn't see the game, but I watched the highlights afterwards, and like Brian said, like the first half was just all Spurs, and then that game winner, holy fuck!
Oh my god, that was a banger.
Yeah.
Lanzini.
Wow, man, go figure, dude. And it's funny because online, someone was like hating on West Ham, and they said Spurs bring on Bale, and then West Ham brings on Lanzini, and it was always the laughing emojis, basically like saying like, we have a really good player, you guys have a really shit player, bring them on at the same time. That he ends up being the one scoring the game, not the game winner, I'm sorry, but to tie to steal some points. Yeah, no, that was crazy.
Yeah, but honestly, like Spurs looks like they look really good going forward. And you saw Kane, like I think during the first or second goal, I believe it was like a through ball to Son, and like you're seeing like Kane is not even only a striker like to score goals, but he can also distribute a little bit now.
This season.
Yeah, so he's becoming really really good. But defensively, that's where their Achilles heel, right? And you see that as a common thread or in trend throughout like pretty much all the big teams in the Premier League, because like Man City has deficiencies, Liverpool has deficiencies, Man United has a lot of deficiencies.
I wouldn't say that.
A ton of deficiencies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's just comes down to their mentality and being like focused late in the game, making sure you secure the 3 points. And there was that own goal. There was proper, like they failed to clear the ball at the very, very end. Like just clear it, and it ends up going to the top of the 18. Just like simple mistakes that just ends up costing them points in the long run. Yeah, no, that just comes down to mentality and cleaning up the small things. That's what City was able to do the past few years to win the titles. Liverpool did it last year. Just the small things, really. Those things add up.
Do you think teams are focusing too much on attacking though and not defensive? You need a defense to win games.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. Like, I don't know. Maybe I think it's just like I said. I think they're just not mentally strong. Like all right. Like you know how before halftime, if like say you're tied 1-1 or you're up 1-0, you want to like maintain that. You never want to let in a goal right before halftime. It's kind of like that, but like in the 90th minute, you don't want to lose points. I don't know. It's early on in the season. The people gotta like fix these kinks, but they'll get through it. But if they didn't let in those 3 goals at the very end, we'd have a completely different conversation talking about how Spurs are like serious threats and like their attack is complete, but they just collapsed at the end. What other game do you guys want to cover?
We could probably talk about. Well, I don't know. There's, I guess, thing is that both Barca and Real Madrid lost, which was interesting.
So they cancel each other out.
Yeah, they canceled each other. Well, I was pretty sad. I was like, all right, well, Barca's gonna potentially.
Barca
points here.
Getafe, you guys lost against. I don't even know what it was. Cadiz.
Yeah, honestly,
I thought you heard that team.
they played so bad. Oh, Negredo's on it though. Well, I will let you know.
Who?
Negredo.
Um,
Okay. But anyways, yeah, they didn't play well. Real Madrid didn't play well, to be honest. And I think Zidane made like 4 changes during halftime. So that was bad. But obviously Barca didn't get it too. So I don't know that it didn't really work out. I will say I think other than that, like the other big games, to be honest, there wasn't anything crazy. I know Chelsea definitely could have extended, and they I think they started clicking going forward. It's more about getting the defensive side right. And again, another team that kind of struggles a little defensively.
Wait, didn't Chelsea have like a late minute collapse also?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I saw that one actually.
Werner scored 2 though, and I think Havertz scored 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did watch that game.
Arsenal, Man City. That's a big game.
Oh yeah, I'll cover that one. So that one was like a whole lot. It was honestly a kind of a boring game. I'll take both ways. Um, I'll speak on Arsenal's behalf because I watch it through like Arsenal's lens, you know. And Arsenal like they didn't really have anything going forward, but they weren't bad defensively. Like I think our 2 best players that game were Gabriel, our new defensive center back, and David Luiz. Like they were able to control City offensively, but like in attack, we just got nothing going, nothing clicked. The only goal that City got was off like a rebound off a poor clearance that like no one could do anything about it. It was just so it was just. I mean, I will say Arsenal is definitely closing the gap on City. Like 2 years ago, that final score would have been like 4-1. Now it's like more respectable. I mean, obviously you don't want to lose, but you can see that they're going in the right direction.
Just progressing.
But overall, as a game, I thought it was kind of a boring game. Not gonna lie, I was most excited about this one, and there wasn't like City too. City didn't really get well. City was losing a lot. Did miss a lot of their big players like De Bruyne and Gabriel Jesus, but still, overall, this game was kind of flat.
I mean, I know we talked about part of it, but the Everton versus Liverpool game.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, that obviously the injury was probably a big part, but Everton, showed they could, compete, which was big.
Yeah, so this game was basically like, all right, this game will tell us how serious Everton is about their title, their pursuit for the title. And they're actually on their shit now.
Yep.
Can they do this for 38 matches? Like that's a lot to ask for. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's one thing to do it in the first 10 matches, get like this many points, but to sustain this for the entire length of the season, that's a different story.
But the thing is, Everton doesn't have any bigger tournaments like other teams that like do.
That's true.
So they can focus more on Premier League and like FA Cup games.
Well, Leicester, that's what happened to Leicester, right? And Leicester, like during the second half, they weren't the same team they were first half of the season, and they didn't probably. I don't think they had the same amount of stuff as the Liverpool and Man City either. So it can happen. It's pretty grueling to sustain that throughout the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, right now they're doing well. So I mean, I hope they do well.
Yeah, and what surprised me is that like, I think in the first like 5 minutes they let up a goal, right? But they showed fight. We're like, all right, let's get back in this. They tied. Then they fell back another goal, and then they showed more fight. Like they didn't like quit. Like under their last coach, I forget his name. I think it was like Marco something. They just didn't show fight. They show fight, and they Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who earned his England call, was he I think he's better than Richarlison in terms of putting the ball in the back of the fucking.
I think he has scored in like every game since
pretty much, yeah.
And in his England debut. So like he's scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's really good. I think he's better than Richarlison, like as a goal scorer. Richarlison, I know he has to play out wide, so he has more like defensive responsibilities, and Calvert-Lewin can just stay up top and focus on that. But before, when it was Richarlison up top, I don't think you saw this much goal production. Like it's different out here.
I think this will be a good transition for Everton because I feel like now in the January window, it's easier to attract a player into a team that is going in the right direction than attracting like pretty probably you're not gonna attract a world class player, but you're gonna maybe attract like a pretty decent player to a team that's like that's like oh like I want to be part of this like of this story. You know what I mean? Like that's attractive. And you kind of saw Liverpool do this where like Liverpool before wasn't really that attractive of a team either, but like they just started developing little by little by little, and now they're attracting obviously like world class players.
Yeah, Liverpool. I'm sorry, Everton. I could see them getting like a low key player in like League One or something like, and help them go even further. But what position do you think Everton needs to like solve come the January window to be even a stronger team? Like, where do you see them being sort of weak at the moment?
I would say probably a CDM would help them a lot. Like
They have Alan, I believe, for CDM, right?
Yeah, they bought him this season, I think.
Yeah.
I think another center mid or like or another like defense. So.
I would say another center back, just to give because if either one of Yerry Mina or Michael Keane goes down, that could be really bad for them because they rely a lot on them. But even them two alone are not the strongest pair, like each of them are not like, they're not world class. So one more to compete in there with them would be good. And I mean, I guess a right back maybe. I know they rely on Seamus Coleman, but maybe someone a little bit better. Although he's not bad either. He's 32 and he's pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Also, we should give me a shout out to Aston Villa. They have a perfect score right now. They have won of their games. Who would have thought?
Wait, they haven't dropped any points?
No.
So technically, right now.
Wait, so are they top of the league?
Yeah.
So Aston Villa is a better team than Manchester United. You're telling.
Better than Real Madrid, man.
No, they're not in the same league. but Man United is in the same league.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Oh no, wait, it does make sense. They've played one less game than Everton. Wait, so what? Oh, they have to play Man City still, or no? Either Man City, Man U, or Burnley. They have to play one of them. Damn, dude, because they were kind of shit last year. Like, they were battling relegation. And then they got Ross Barkley and Emi Martinez, and then they act like they're fucking in the Champions League. Like, they're still the shite team last year. I don't know why they're... I mean, have they played anyone big? Oh, Liverpool. They did.
Liverpool.
Yeah. Out of Everton and Aston Villa, because obviously the two of them aren't going to stay at the very top for the whole season. Who do you think will come crashing back down to reality, like first?
Probably Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, yeah. I think they're in like a little bit of a honeymoon right now.
Because
Everton
has the structure, but I don't think.
True. Yeah.
And we have the coach, which is the most important.
Yeah.
What other game was there that we can cover?
I think those were probably the big ones.
The Man U game. Where did it seems like Man U was able to figure their shit out?
Well, kind of, because until like the 80th minute, it was 1-1, and
oh yeah,
it was. I saw the highlights on that.
Yeah, they scored like 3 goals at the end of the game. But Bruno Fernandes, I don't know if you guys saw his goal and his assist. He is fire, and Rashford had a good game too. But
wait, didn't he miss a PK?
Rashford?
No, Bruno.
I don't think there was a PK.
Oh no, I saw someone on Twitter was like Bruno Fernandes missed a PK, but maybe he was just fucking with everyone.
But that was an offside. Maybe that's why. But again, the starting lineup that Solskjaer uses still, like, it's not my favorite. Like, he doesn't use Van de Beek still. He doesn't use Telles still. And I guess we can see if there's going to be any changes to the squad tomorrow versus PSG with the new signings.
Do you know my biggest concern with Alex Tejas is his man bun. Like seriously, like players in the Prem with man buns, like who? Name one player out there that
But
has.
even De Gea, remember when he had his man bun?
Dude, he was so shy.
It looked so bad.
No, not even like aesthetically. Like I mean, like performance. Like when you have that knot in your hair, like you perform shite on the pitch. Like I think Firmino went like 1 year with like a man bun, and it was just like stop.
Even Ronaldo did it. It was really bad.
Yeah, it's like man bun. Ugh. But yeah, no. Oh, I forgot to mention this. For the Arsenal game, because I just remember you mentioned Tejas. Thomas Partey did feature at the very, very end, and I was really excited to see him play, but it was only for like 10 minutes. I can only imagine how much you want to see Tejas play. Because like, oh, didn't Luke Shaw fuck up again?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I remember.
First goal, yeah.
Classic.
It was an own goal.
Classic. Yeah, it was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable how poor that man is lately. Like, ugh.
No confidence, bro. No confidence.
I think is it me or is he like gain weight? Like he looks like a chub.
He looks. I'm not sure if it's. I'm not sure on his shirt though. I'm not sure if it's muscle or if it's fat because it looks a little weird.
Yeah, it's like
burgers, man.
Yeah,
his shirt's definitely tighter on him though.
They've been feeding him well at Man U. What other game? I think that's about it.
Most of it.
I guess we can just shortly mention the Milan derby and 2 goals from Zlatan.
One was a penalty, which he actually almost missed.
Yeah.
And then
he did miss, and then he scored right after, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then the second one, I think, was a cross.
I didn't see that. But I think AC Milan is in the top of the league. I'm pretty sure.
Let me check.
They're doing strong this season.
Wait, AC Milan?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been doing pretty well.
I didn't watch the Milan derby. Oh yeah, they are top of the league, 12 points, and
they're a way better team than that. Remember that shite team that we saw AC Milan that came to years? They were so bad. This team is actually a lot better.
Yeah, I remember we fucking saw Maldini's son like warming up, and we like freaked out, like holy shit. No, but dude, Donnarumma had a sick game. He had some crazy saves that game.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I didn't watch the Milan derby, but I was scrolling through my Instagram and I follow Zlatan on Instagram, and he posted this.
Yeah, I saw
like a lion with a bloody mouth, and he wrote the caption is fame, and I'm like, okay, I don't need to check the score because I already know what the score is. I was like, that's such a badass picture to post.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then AC Milan commented, ready for the next meal. Oh yeah. Yeah. Can AC Milan make it back to their glory days? Is this the team?
It's a long way, but I think
it's a long way.
Getting there.
Is it fair to say that AC Milan and Man U have kind of dropped like simultaneously? They've kind of had the same trajectory downwards.
I'd say
at the same time,
Milan has had a lower drop.
Although yeah, Milan's has been worse. Milan like drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dropped.
But yeah, because they were both like bigger clubs with like a great history, but now they're
both of them like towards like in the early 2010s is when like they just lost their shit.
I think AC Milan started to fuck up a little like a few years earlier than Man U.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, AC Milan doesn't have the same money as Man U. Man U has that bread, but let's see. I think we covered pretty much all of them. So now we can go into our topics. So this one is going to be about the Prem and Van Dijk's injury. So does Virgil van Dijk's injury place City as the automatic favorites for the title? What do you guys think?
I don't know, man. This year's season, like, it's unpredictable because
I like that though. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
And like, so I don't think Man City is the only one in the race right now. I think there are
Yeah.
other teams too, but it is giving like other teams better opportunity to get there.
I'd say like, oh, sorry. Okay.
I was gonna say, so is a back line of Joe Gomez and Joel Matip enough to win the title? Like, can they hold it off just enough for Van Dijk to come back in 7 or 8 months?
With Adrian in the goal, or like
No.
Oh, wait, are they missing Allison too? Is Allison?
Yeah, they're missing 2 key players.
Dude, Adrian is so bad, dude.
no.
He's awful. Wait, sorry guys, I gotta take this phone call. I don't know. This person keeps calling me.
Okay. You're good, man. It's just a commercial.
I always just hang up.
Yeah, I hang up on those 2.
Okay, sorry about that.
Business call. I heard.
Dude, oh my god, all these fucking people want me to fucking promote them on Crossbar podcast. I can't. 10 million or nothing, okay? I've had enough of these. Jesus, man. Yeah. So, dude, is Liverpool the favorite? I mean, City the favorites, or?
I'd say out of all the other teams, they have the best chance to win, right? But in terms of, they have their own flaws as well.
Oh wait, sorry. Let's backtrack. Before the Joe Gomez, Joel Matip, and Adrian, can the 3 of them back?
No.
Can they hold it off until Van Dijk comes back?
Okay, it's like think about think about a bowl that you're putting a lot of water in, right? Because Salah and Mane scoring so many goals, but now you just pop something at the bottom and all the water just coming out. Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's kind of like me studying for nutrition.
Exactly.
Me studying for an exam the night before, and then the day after, it just comes out. What a shit joke I just made. Holy fuck, that was such a bad joke. So the rest of the teams, City, Spurs,
Chelsea.
I'll throw them in, and I'll throw Arsenal and Man U. Who has aside from, let's say, because you just said City, aside from City, what other team has a chance to just slip in there and kind of force their way into the title challenge?
All right, so let's go through the teams and think of the ones that can and definitely cannot. Can potentially, it completely can't make it, right?
Okay.
Leicester.
Leicester.
Leicester Loki can go on a run. I don't think they can last the whole season.
Yeah, that's what they are. They're a team of runs. They've never been, aside from that 2015 season, they've never really for a whole season stayed consistent.
I'd say I put them more on the better side though than the probably definitely not. Sorry, yes, Man U's not gonna make it. I'm sorry. They're too inconsistent. They got too many flaws. They sometimes they're really good and then sometimes
It's the
they're
beginning of the season though. They're gonna bounce up.
I hope so, man. Chelsea, nah, they unless Lampard can glue them all together, they've been having some deficiencies as well.
Wait, what's wrong with Mendy, Edouard Mendy, the new goalkeeper? Why isn't he playing?
Yeah, I saw that too. I wasn't sure.
Because they had Kepa in there. Kepa also was involved in a play that cost him a goal.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even hate it. Like I enjoy watching that shit.
the thing about Kepa, right, is like if you want to sell any player, they have to at least play sometimes so they can be attractive. But the thing about Kepa is like every time he plays, his value goes down.
Like, oh my god.
So it's a little bit of a tricky situation, I'd say. But in my opinion, I don't think Chelsea as of now can win it. I think Arsenal is actually one of the better teams. I'll put them on the right side with Leicester.
And throw Spurs in there too. Spurs, if they can fix their shit defensively, because attacking, like they have all their attacking options. They have everything they need. There's just like mindset, like be a title contender.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why I'm rooting for Spurs right now, but I'm throwing them in there.
I think Arsenal, Leicester, and Spurs, in my opinion, are a little bit more solidified. And then Chelsea and Man City have all the players to do well. They're just inconsistent.
I would say Man U, Everton, and Spurs, probably in the race.
You really think Man U could win?
We forgot about Everton, Brian.
Yeah. I don't think Everton can make it.
I think Everton has a higher chance than Leicester, but we'll see.
No, I think Leicester has a better chance, to be honest. They're a little more prepared. They're more well-rounded, too.
Damn. This is a good debate because I don't even know. But yeah, no, it's funny how one player can just flip everything upside down.
Technically, two players.
Oh, Allison too. What happened to Allison?
He got injured.
Is he like bored?
That was for another few months at least.
Yeah, very, very. Someone said that Van Dijk is their like most important player in terms of being like the glue on the team. You could argue Jordan Henderson is that player too. Obviously, he's the captain, but like putting everyone together and making sure everyone stays as a collective unit, he is that guy, and they're just missing him now.
I'd say Allison's pretty important, but I think Allison's only really important because their number 2 is really bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Like if they had at least like even like a Man United where they have Romeo, right? Like he's at least he's a decent goalkeeper. Like he won't make these type of mistakes. He's not like doesn't make any amazing saves all the time, but at least he does his thing. You know? He does his job, which is what sometimes you need. Yeah. Adrian just makes mistakes. Well, Adrian.
So I saw this quote on Twitter from one of our fans. They DM'd us, so I'll go ahead and read the tweet. It's by Alex Bryce. Thank you, Alex Bryce, for tweeting at us. He goes, delete greater than Maguire. No cap. Man United made a mistake last summer. The Dutchman would have been a cheaper and younger option. Future leader of the Netherlands. Bonucci loves him, and CR7 admires his quality. Plus, he would be playing alongside Donny, Van de Beek, of course. And De Gea would look much better alongside him. What do you think about this statement? Did Man U make a mistake by choosing Maguire instead of De Ligt?
Yes.
Surely De Ligt can't be this bad.
Well, De Ligt was a little overhyped, I guess, last year or 2 years ago.
I think so too, yeah.
But he's just 19, 20, so he has a bright future. And he starts for Netherlands, and I believe that he would have been a better option, as our fans said, is cheaper and better future. So yeah.
I think the other part why Man United might have gone Maguire is because they wanted someone who's proven. They didn't want to take a chance. And Maguire was proven, right? Like he played for Leicester. He was pretty good for Leicester. They needed someone who was a good distributor as well. So Maguire actually did tick a lot of the boxes from that perspective, right? It just didn't translate well, and that's what sometimes it happens.
We'll see. Because of course, De Ligt is still young and he's maturing. Maguire should be entering his prime, and he should have his shit figured out by now, where you don't have to keep coming back to him and teaching him the same things, or he keeps making the same mistake over and over. But we'll see, maybe a few more years and down the road, and we'll look back and say, oh, Maguire wasn't that bad, or De Ligt. Thank God we didn't get De Ligt. He is gone down the road.
I mean, yeah, Maguire had a better game last week against Newcastle. He scored a goal and he played a good game, but I guess we can see how it's going to be in the next few years.
Like even on the national team, like people don't even want him there because he made a few mistakes where even like Gareth Southgate has to like assure the fans like, don't worry, we're gonna stick by him. Like Ole does this too. Ole says we're gonna stick by him no matter what. But even the fans are like a little frustrated with him as well.
But I just read somewhere that he's not going to be the captain for our game tomorrow, which is interesting.
It's Bruno, right?
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes will.
Okay, let's move on. Hypothetically speaking, right? If there was a five-a-side, right, for your club, right? Let's say the FA hands down, not FA because we have a La Liga team, but let's say FIFA says, okay, COVID has gotten really, really bad. You can only field 5 players. Which 5 players would you guys field from your respective team?
Really, like the worst team possible or the best team possible?
Let's do the worst team and the best team possible. Brian, since your team has no bad players, you go first.
All right. So my goalkeeper is.
Wait. Are you doing your good team or your bad team?
Oh, we're doing bad team first.
Okay, bad team. Okay, go for it.
All right. So first one is Diego Altuba. He's not bad. I actually don't really know him too much, but he's young.
Is he a first team player?
Yeah, I think he's like the third goal. He's also a Castilla, so he gets the third goalkeeper. And
oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, I mean Courtois isn't gonna be in there. And Lunin actually is really good. So I guess now for the outfield players, Ordiozola, he's not that bad. He's just not amazing. Jovic. I don't like him. He's not good. Okay, he's not a bad player. He's just not as good as everyone else. It's just Lucas Vasquez. He's not a bad player. He's a really good squad player, actually.
Dude,
and then
my team is so bad.
Your bad team is better than my good team.
I know.
and then Mariano, which also isn't a bad player. He just doesn't get playing time.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, it's not a bad team per se.
We're just gonna do our bad teams first, and then we'll do a second round of good team.
Okay.
So you can go, or I can go. It doesn't matter to me.
You go.
Okay. I'm gonna start with my goalkeeper for my bad team. His name is Matt Macy. I've never seen the kid play, just because he's the third goalkeeper. And he's not even good. Like when Emi Martinez left, the team didn't even trust him enough to make him the second. They just went out and got another backup. So yeah, he's not that good. Mustafi, I was honestly hesitant to put him in there, but I just had no one else, so he was like the last man I had to put. Socrates does deserve to be there, man. Like I was really praying he would leave in the transfer window. It didn't happen. Kolasinac too. Kolasinac can get the fuck out of here, so you're on the bad team. And then Joe Willock, he's an attacking mid, and he's not that bad, but I'm just so frustrated with the kid because he has really poor decision making on the pitch, so I had to throw him in there. That's my worst five-a-side. go ahead, yes.
All right, so my goalkeeper is Lee Grant. He's the third goalkeeper. He's 30-something. I don't know why we have him. Defense, Phil Jones. And I actually just checked the website, Man U website, to see if he's still on the team, and he is.
That helps.
Lingard.
Oh, shit, I forgot about Lingard.
Fred. And for the striker, I said Igalo. He's not a bad player, but comparing to Cavani and Rashford and Martial, he's like worse.
Wait, was that 4 or 5?
5. So Grant, Jones, Lingard, Fred, and Igalo.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's a pretty bad team too.
Yeah. Honestly, you could have just named all your center backs and it would have been fine.
Try to have one for every position.
Go ahead, Brian. Name your top team, your top 5-a-side.
All right, so this was hard because the first one was hard because I put Modric there because he's still really good to be honest. But at the same time, obviously he's a little older, but he's still really, really good quality. So I still put him in. Anyway, so Modric, It was either between Varane or Ramos. I chose Ramos, but Varane's very close to him. So Modric, Ramos, Courtois, Benzema, and Vinicius.
That's a good list. I guess I'll go next. So for my good team, starting the back, Leno, obviously, he's the first goalkeeper. And then for center back, I am actually going to put the new signing, Gabriel. I can't say his last name, but he's had like a bunch of, not a bunch, but a few man of the match performances. So I had to throw him in there. He's already our best center back. And then Thomas Partey, he's only played 8 minutes for us, and he already makes my 5-star. I'm not even joking. I threw him in. He's better than Ceballos. He's better than Xhaka. So I threw him in there. And then, the most intriguing one is Nicolas Pepe. The reason why I threw him in there is because when Arsenal signed Willian, and Willian took his spot in the first team, he missed like the first 2 or 3 games. Like Arteta didn't play him. And when he finally came back, Pepe was like, he was playing like angry. Like he was like upset that he got benched, and he was like just running the pitch like crazy. Like I've never seen him before. He was helping on defense. Like I guess it worked. Like signing another player to compete with you. Like he's like upset that he was not a starter for the first few games. So I'm excited about that. And then obviously Aubameyang. I threw him up there because he's gonna bang in some goals. So
Definitely.
those are the top 5 side.
List. Especially the Thomas. Good 8 minutes. Legend, if you ask me. It's just
For me, De Gea in the goal. Eric Bailly, I choose him over Maguire. The last few games he's been pretty good. Van de Beek, yeah, again, he hasn't played much, but like every game that he plays is pretty good. Bruno, of course, and Rashford.
Ooh, you see, you got to throw Van de Beek in there, yeah.
Not Pogba.
No
I actually
Pogba?
wanted to put Pogba in the other list because you said you're talking about right now.
Dude, I almost put Ozil on the other list too.
Yeah. But
I'm surprised you put De Gea though in that list.
well, last game versus Newcastle, he had some really good saves, but Henderson is also pretty good too.
Oh wait, who was your goalkeeper for the good team?
De Gea.
There. Yeah, I actually like that. That was a good topic.
Yeah.
We should do something similar. Like we should do. Oh shit. We should do that same question, but we should all choose teams that we don't like support, or like not we don't support, but not Arsenal, not Man U, not Real. So like choose a different team, and then we'll do the same topic.
I'm down.
So Brian will do like Chelsea. You could do like Inter Milan, and I'll do like Everton or something.
Yeah,
Like
I was gonna say Everton.
That. Okay, let's
do predictions.
Let's do predictions and then wrap this thing up. Are these? So you included Champions League games, right? Is that what these are?
Yeah. Some of them have Champions League, and then some of the other ones were just the big games for the actual weekend.
Lazio versus Dortmund. Brian fixed it too.
No, I didn't. I didn't touch anything.
That's a good game.
Lazio versus.
Yeah, it is.
I say Dortmund because Lazio lost their last game like badly, like 4 something.
Barca versus.
Some team.
Yeah, dude. What team is that? I don't even. Is that supposed to be Fenerbahce? What team is that?
Oh, Başakşehir, is that it?
No, it's Ferenc Varos. No, that has to be a typo.
I try to spell it. That's like, yeah.
Wait, did someone whisper these to you? What the fuck?
No, honestly, if you probably look it up, it's probably gonna come up. Anyways, all right. So it's that team.
Wait, what the
Barca.
fuck? I just typed that team into Google and my phone's shutting off. What the fuck?
No, I.
What is that? What fucking team is that? What the fuck? Are you part of the Illuminati, dude? What the fuck?
That's how you spell it.
It is? What? No, I'm genuinely curious. What?
I literally just copy and paste that from Google.
Oh, Fen.
What?
It sounds Greek. It must be a Greek team.
Yeah, I was right.
Fen
That's pretty close.
That sounds like a Europa League team. So who do you guys have? I have Barca.
Yeah, Barca.
PSG versus Man United.
Ooh, PSG.
Man, you. That's tomorrow.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the highlights. PSG 4, Man United 1.
Dude, I can totally picture Cavani scoring and not celebrating.
4-1.
Hat trick.
I'm gonna say PSG's been struggling lately too, though.
Yeah, just spit it out.
Let's see. PSG. So we're moving on to Chelsea versus Sevilla. Who do you guys have? Chelsea versus Sevilla. Who do you guys have?
Ooh.
I'd say it's gonna be.
I see a tie.
Hi. Real versus Shakhtar.
Shakhtar.
All right, put your money on it. I'll put my money on PSG.
You continue.
You guys laughed nervously. Bayern versus Atletico. Bayern all the way.
Ooh, this guy should be a good game though. Because it could be a good game.
Ooh,
Because
Smart versus Bayern.
Bayern has a little sometimes deficiencies defensively, and I can see like Suarez or Felix doing some damage there. Same time, it is Bayern.
Yeah, I would say Bayern.
Man City versus Porto.
Porto.
Man City.
Man City. Ajax versus Liverpool.
I can see an upset here.
Well, who do they have? Like, this isn't the Ajax from 2-3 years ago that made that run. Like,
No, it's not. But also Liverpool isn't particularly that good right now.
I would say Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool. Unfortunately.
Barca versus Real Madrid. Whoa! This is an El Clasico?
I think it might be, yeah. Yeah.
Or is that a typo?
No, it's not. It's not a typo.
Oh,
It's not
it
a
is.
typo.
Like Real Betis.
Yeah. No, it's not a typo. I think it's a Saturday at 10 a.m.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Wait, Pacific time or Eastern time?
both. I'm kidding. No, it's Easter time.
El Clasico. See, look, it's doing it again. What the fuck, right? Dude, damn, that's a good game. Wait, when is it? When is it? I just missed the time you said.
I think it was Saturday at 10 a.m.
Saturday 10. All right. Dude, this is probably like the weirdest El Clasico in a while. Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
Yeah, it's in.
I'm gonna say a tie. They're both like in weird form right now.
They are in weird form. I'm gonna say Madrid.
I'm gonna say a
It's
tie.
kind of weird. It's a close one actually.
I see.
Go ahead.
Spit it out, man.
He forgot how to speak English.
No, I said I think Ansu Fati is gonna score.
Oh,
Vinicius is gonna score. Like last time.
Man U versus Chelsea.
Ooh.
Dude, these are some easy games for Man U.
I see Chelsea winning this one. I'm excited for this game actually.
No.
It's gonna be good.
Adrian knows. Just spit it out.
No, I Chelsea defensively, like, bro, they were.
But attacking wise, they're pretty good.
I'm trying to think.
Say Chelsea.
Fuck them, no, but dude. I hope they tie. Honestly, I forgot I'm not a supporter for a second.
Dude, Man U, of course. A little spice of Cavani. We have Bruno Fernandes, Rashford.
It's gonna be an exciting game.
Both teams haven't really like played like obviously like their like actual like finalized squad. But let's not forget, like towards the end of last season, Man U went on like a really good run where they were clicking
Yeah.
and they fucking made to the Champions League. If that's the Man U that we see, actually, no, if Maguire's on the pitch, I go Chelsea. It's that simple.
We just want the players to get horny again, like last year, and then that's all we need.
Good option.
Dude, I could see Werner and Pulisic just eating like Maguire alive with their pace.
Yeah.
Like one through ball behind, and like I don't know. Liverpool versus Sheffield United. Okay, I do want to add one thing. Liverpool had to let go of one of their brightest youngsters in Ryan Brewster, and he ended up going to Sheffield. And I'm sure you don't really like being let go like that. It's almost like a revenge game. So be on the lookout for Ryan Brewster. He's a British kid. I think he's only like 18, 19, probably 20. He's horny as fuck to score a goal.
I would say
I'm gonna go Liverpool. Liverpool like 8-1.
I'm gonna say Liverpool.
I say Liverpool too. Sheffield United is kind of shite this year.
Dude, they lost Dean. They lost their Dean.
Yeah.
Arsenal versus Leicester. Holy shit! Did not know that was a match.
I'm telling you, this weekend's gonna be good.
Yeah, this week in general.
Whole week.
Arsenal versus
Oof.
Leicester.
I'm gonna say Arsenal's gonna edge it. But I can see Leicester winning.
Dude, I'm gonna say Arsenal because Thomas Partey didn't feature, but another week of training, he'll learn the system. He'll learn what Arteta wants him to do. I'm gonna say Arsenal, but not by a big margin because I think the fastest team in the league is Leicester. Honestly, I mean that. Like everyone on their team is so fast. They got rid of their slowest player in Chilwell. Honestly, like that team is fast. Before we move on, though, Jamie Vardy or Harry Kane, who would you rather have on your team?
Right now, I have Kane.
But yeah, right now Kane, but in general, Vardy.
Well, what does that really mean in general? Would in general really mean like right now?
but it's like Kane has been more like, I don't know. He
It's the
participates
ups and downs.
like, yeah, he has a lot of assists and stuff. But like in the past, he was just like a finisher, like on top there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. He's kind of expanded his game.
Who are you choosing?
I would choose Kane. That dude can do it all now. Like he is at his prime right now. He is at his prime. But he has no trophy to show for it, man. What the fuck, man?
Big dick, small dreams.
Dude, can you I'm gonna make that the title of this fucking. I'm gonna put that on the thumbnail.
We'll get views, man.
We're gonna be trending like right up there next to like Jake Paul. Arsenal versus Leicester. I'm going Arsenal. Yes. So that has been our episode. Brian, can you do me a favor here? Lick the tip. Okay, sorry. I got distracted. What should the fans do to this video?
They should comment, like, and subscribe.
Yeah, so what is our upload looking like?
Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Okay. And where can they follow us on our social media?
At Crossbar Podcast.
All right, guys, that has been episode 17. Look, one of these days, we're going to break